how the community responded as well was not well. It seemed like on Twitter, like 3 people made a decision like this was bad. Be nice, man. Be good. Don't need to attack everybody all the time. Don't need to be that guy.
Oh boy, has it been a crazy week ever since Saturday for the Power Rangers and Toku community. So I'll give you the 411. So basically, last weekend, the trailer for the Ninja Kidz Power Rangers web series leaked online. And before the series leaked online, a lot of people were on board with it in the fandom, including myself. And the trailer leaked online, people saw it. The trailer had generative AI in it, and the fandom ripped it a new arsehole. And I mean, ripped it a good arsehole, I will say that. And some people defended it, and that's fine. If you wanted to defend the trailer, that's totally fine, I get you. No ill will against you. But it was like, it got torn a new arsehole. And then one of the actors responded, who plays like Tommy, the Green Ranger or the White Ranger, responded on someone's channel, and I posted a screenshot of their response, and that tweet blew the fuck up. Like, my notifications like blew up overnight, and that was insane, and that caught wind with a lot of people from the Toku community, from the Grifters community. Like, people were talking about this like crazy. Even my videos got featured on a grifting channel, and that was unexpected. But we're like Friday for me, whatever it is. It's been a week, and this is still an ongoing story. And we've had a few responses from parties involved with the Ninja Kidz Power Rangers series. So I'm going to cover it. I'm going to give my opinion, because we've had some interesting revelations where supposedly the series is cancelled. According to, everyone's trustworthy source, Legacy of Nerd, who said that the Power Rangers Ninja Kidz has been cancelled, according to Legacy of Nerd. So I'm going to go over a few responses online that we've gotten, and I'll be talking about them. So give me one moment to pull up a few things. Okay, alrighty. So basically, I think the dad of the Ninja Kidz, Shane Myler, the producer and the writer behind the Ninja Kidz Power Rangers, has addressed the backlash surrounding the use of AI in the upcoming web series. And again, this was on the fan club's channel because, the only guy, along with Legacy of Nerd, who were saying positive things about the trailer. Or just playing ignorance to the AI and then addressing it when they got so much backlash. But hey, it is what it is. So this is what Shane said on the fan club's channel by saying, oh, should I do an accent because they're from Utah? I'll do my goofy voice. We appreciate your take. This project, we appreciate your take. This project was made with love and passion. It's a feature-length project with 20% of the budget of a single Power Rangers episode. Several visual effects artists worked on this, and some of them used AI to supplement their work. Hasbro gave us nothing. They gave us nothing. They're nobody. They gave us nothing. We spend way more time than what we were paid by Playmates because we care about making something great. Remember that even with a little extra budget, it's still low budget. YouTube fan film. So, even this response got them ripped up on Twitter with some pretty good memes. Like the top one is down below where it's the quote from Iron Man where Shotaro Ishimori was able to make Himitsu Sentai Gold Ranger in a cave with a box of scraps. That one's my favorite. God bless that. God bless that message. That meme got a chuckle out of me. So, like I said, a lot of people call this a new arsehole within the community. There was another one by saying, I can't believe seeing this makes me respect Adi Shankar, Power Rangers fan short film, which is 10 years old, I think, this year or next year. which is crazy to think about. And then a lot of people saying, boo frickin' who, the OG Power Rangers use duct tape to keep their props together. If you can't make a budget work, then the project deserves to fail. It's simple as that. Ooh, people are being harsh. Like I said, people were being harsh. And then we had someone saying, it looks like shit. They deserve all the negative feedback. The entire Toku genre is about low-budget fun, action heroes. They miss that entirely. And then people posted their morphing sequence. Someone said, this project was made with love and passion. If it was, then you wouldn't have used a generative AI slop on it. I can agree with that. Again, made with love and passion. No, it wasn't. Make something great. Be for real, you turned Zed into a CEO. Okay, so this one is crazy. So Power Rangers, and this is a take that, we'll see where this take goes, because I think this is a take that I'm probably going to agree with and use as a sort of argument. Power Rangers Unworthy and Adia Shanker's Bootleg would like to have a word. Both these projects on paper and straw budgets. There's a difference between having a low budget and not just trying at all. That is true. Power Rangers Unworthy put out some fucking banger shit. Some banger fucking shit, I will say that. When was the last time they uploaded? They did the Psycho Menace over a year ago, and they're still working on shit. They're still working on stuff. Because, a Power Rangers Unworthy will take 2 to 3 years to put out an episode, to put out a special, because they put love and passion into their projects with their visual effects. And even though they claim that the visual effects artist who worked on that had to use AI to supplement their work, there's a bunch of talented people within the community who would have jumped on this for free. People like Daizujin CGI or Hurricane Gold, who make really good CGI and special effects and stuff like that. Amazing people in the community. There's apparently this Power Rangers Megaforce web series coming out that people are telling me I need to check out for myself. And apparently Power Rangers Sierra Force people want me to check out as well. Some person just keeps spamming that in my comments. I don't know why they want me to watch it, but if you keep spamming me to watch it, I'm going to check it out. I'll just say that. But there are people in the community who make amazing work. Check out Daijujin stuff. You've got the Megazord, the White Tiger Zord, the Megazord again, then the Ninja Megazord, frickin' the Shogun Megazord. I get them confused because of Dairanger. The frickin' Tiger Zord, the Tiger Zord Dragon Zord from the comics in CG form. It looks frickin' amazing. Follow these artists, they all do really good stuff. So even if you've got a shoestring budget, make it work. The point where they said, even back in the old days, the Power Rangers episodes had to use duct tape to hold their props together. And you've all seen the clip of Lord Zed coming out of the cave, where he's got the duct tape holding the stuff together, and that was in a few shots for a bunch of different episodes. Power Rangers was on a shoestring budget back in the day, and they used whatever they would make work. I mean, we've seen that documentary. They were often $100 for a guy to get in a putty suit just so they can complete the scene, because the guy passed out from filming, which is crazy. I gotta revisit that documentary. But yeah, so this was kind of a mixed response. So I don't really care for it. I mean, like everyone's saying, if you had a low budget, then what did you do to go over it? That's the big question. But like I said, there are people in the community who work with absolutely nothing, and they're able to make it work. They work with their own profits and programs, and they make it work. When it comes to rendering and stuff like that. Power Rangers Unworthy and Daijujin, and they make some really great stuff. They're masters at their craft. So there's that. And then we have the Toku J response. Shout out the Toku J, because Toku J, copped a lot of this. Toku J is the victim in all of this, but then people were shitting on Toku J in some sections of YouTube. But Toku J made a response. I'm going to go over it and read it on the channel and give my thoughts. So this is Toku J's super mega professional unofficial statement. So I'm just going to open this up in a new tab, and open this up in a new tab, and I'm going to read it. So this is from Toku J. Oh, hi everybody. I didn't expect to see you all here today. So, Toku J cracks a lot of jokes in this response, and I gotta say, some pretty good jokes. Unlike this response, and Ethan's response. So let's read Toku J's response. So, hi everybody, I didn't expect to see you all here today. For those that follow me and my work, you likely already know that my suit designs were commissioned for the Power Rangers Ninja Kidz series being produced for YouTube. Partly because many of you, brackets, to my sincere amazement and gratitude, recognize them on set. That's true. Like, a lot of people noticed that those were the Toku J suits when the set photos leaked. And partly because, well, I've excitedly not shut up about it since then. Now, since this past weekend, there's been a lot of chatter online regarding the trailer that leaked over the weekend and the use of its generative AI throughout. So the thing about this trailer leaking, a lot of people are saying, was this a actual leak or was this sort of like a controlled leak? So if you don't know what a controlled leak is, basically it's the company leaking it on purpose, or the people behind it leaking it on purpose. So that way they can get a response from people online and they can sort of test the waters with what kind of feedback they might get from it. So they tried to pull a Deadpool with it, you could say, but it turned out to be dead shit. I've commented briefly on TwitX, or whatever this place is called these days, about it, but let this be my final battle, or my final statement on the situation, and as it currently stands, I discovered the trailer and the contents therein when I woke up to a flurry of mentions, DMs, and social media ablaze by a then privated YouTube video. I had prior concerns when concept art leaked previously, and that had some suspiciously looking AI imagery. But seeing the amount of blatant generative AI used in the trailer and a project that I'm quite publicly tied to, it was deeply disappointing and concerning to me. See, that's the thing. Toku J is a proper artist, And for them to sort of use generative AI for their concept designs, which, I did call that Megazord design pretty cool a while ago, but then when you look at it, it does look like AI with however it was prompted. Because, if you go back and watch my reaction to that video, I kept calling it like a transformer. And that's probably what the prompt for the artwork tried doing, making it sort of like a transformer mixed with a Megazord, because that did not look like the proper Megazord with whatever the AI prompted, because I pointed out like what's different between the Daijujin or the Dino Megazord and that design that they were seeing. So I could totally understand if that was like a freaking concept design that was prompted by AI. Now, where was I in this? Let's see. I had people wanting to know if I knew if I was involved in it or I'd consented to it. I've had more abuse over this probably in any other point in my career, from one side outright accusing me of using AI myself, to the other pro-AI side telling me I should quit being an artist and in fact get a job. Oh, those pro-AI guys are kind of funny, I will say that. They're a bunch of fucking losers, I will say that. But they're kind of funny when they try to be. But they're a bunch of fucking losers at the end of the day, with their dog shit arguments, I will say that. So where was I? And what did Toku J say? So I had a bunch of pro-AI site artists telling me I should quit being an artist and in fact get a real job. Thanks, bro. I guess I'll go be an accountant now. I guess that's how it works. I think that's how it works. So let this be very clear. I condemn the use of generative AI in all aspects of the entertainment industry and the arts, in my very blunt opinion. It's not art. It devalues the work of artists who have spent years honing their craft. That is true. Unworthy, Daijujin CGI, they are masters at their craft and what they do. They're awesome at what they do. People who come in with generative AI, they make slop dog shit. They make terrible stuff, I will say that. But what do I know? I bully children according to some people. I bully 21-year-old children according to some people on YouTube. I didn't know 21 counted as a child these days. Did anyone know that? I didn't know that. I mean, is like 21 like still a child in America, according to some people. I guess the AI bros think that, but we don't know. Okay, so again, Toku J, very, very against generative AI. Okay, let's see. Years who have spent the artists who have spent years honing their craft. It devalues many already oversaturated and overcompetitive fields, and well, there's just too many damn fingers. Look, I wanted to be a pro wrestler when I was a kid, but I'm like 5'10" with the pain threshold of a rabbit and the natural athletic ability of a wardrobe. I'm not entitled to challenge Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship because I want to, in the exact same way people claim stringing together words in ChatGPT to generate graphic novels aren't entitled to call themselves artists because they want to be. That is true. But Toku J versus Cody, WrestleMania, when? So there's an argument to be made out of the non-generative AI as a tool to assist as various other endeavors, but I firmly draw a line when people want to create. And that line I draw is with a pencil and not a prompt. So that is true. There is non-generative AI that people use. And people use it for spelling or Photoshop or stuff like that, cropping stuff out of Photoshop or other things that non-generative AI can do to help people out. It's the generative AI that steals from artists all over the place and taking their work. So, like Toku Lion said with this fire one-liner saying, and the line I draw is with a pencil and not a prompt. That is a fire fucking line, I will say that. So, for those who have commented, reached out, and just generally offered support, thank you. It's been a hell of a week, let me tell you. My work computer finally appled and its final Mac on the same day my fridge broke. The very next day, I sat there unable to work, drinking a lukewarm Pepsi Max while seeing posts discussing Power Rangers using AI. I think he's talking about me. Most use my suit designs in the thumbnails. As bad as a lukewarm Pepsi Max is, seeing those thumbnails all over YouTube really sucked, whether intentional or not, because the optics will always be out there and concerning my work to AI. It might not seem like much, but as a professional artist, working month to month to make a living, that really stings. That being said, I'm now privy to a lot of behind-the-scenes issues, and this is what we're going to get into with the, Legacy of Nerds breaking coverage for this. I'm now privy to, I'm now privy to a lot of behind-the-scenes issues that have impacted this project, and I'm not and never will be in the business of throwing people under the bus or pointing fingers of blame and shame. I do believe speaking up for people, and I feel like people are taking an unfair amount of blame for that. Contrary to what the narrative appears to have been on social media, the team at Ninja Kidz itself have been nothing but open and forthcoming with me, and I don't hold them responsibility for the decisions. I just think they've made bad responses, in my opinion, that have made the tarnish of this project and my involvement in it. I thank them sincerely, and I thank them sincerely for the opportunity to bring my designs and Parallel Life Studios work to life. No, the Ranger suits weren't able to be completely finished, but given the budget and time constraints they did an incredible job from planning to pre-production to the 2-week-long shoot from what I could tell. There was genuine desire to create something bigger than what this was supposed to be a lot, and people put a lot of tireless and human hard work into that production. That's true, we did see some behind-the-scenes stuff when we saw that. It's just the AI slop that they covered up when that trailer dropped. So, with more care and passion, I think this will be given credit because with more care and passion, I think will ever be given credit because the decisions made in a post-production process that the Ninja Kidz that weren't directly a part of. Yeah, you could say they weren't directly a part of it, but their response wasn't the best, I will say that. But hey, like I said, I bully children who make responses I'm aware that a lot of his section of my super mega professional statement probably reads source trust me bro. Oh, we'll get to that source trust me bro in a bit. But I hope that all of you understand that I've always done my best to be transparent with my followers as I can be because I genuinely value that following. I'm just a small town kid from England is my city, who has worked hard to do everything the right way through that managed to be brought on board twice for the official Rangers work. Now for the second time it looks like that work might not amount to anything because of decisions completely out of my hands. I love nothing more than to have my work officially recognized in the franchise that I truly care about. And I truly appreciate everyone who's gone to bat for me doing so. I have to accept that this isn't in the cards. If you're a fan of mine or just appreciate some of my work that's led me to this point, I'm genuinely grateful and I'm sorry it's not gone the way I hoped. Now, I raise a lukewarm glass of Pepsi Max to you all. So that was a pretty good response from not from Legacy of Nerd. That was a pretty good response from Toku J. I mean, that was a pretty good detailed response, compared to the other ones I've covered on the channel. I feel like Toku J handled that very well, in my opinion. So let's talk about Legacy of Nerd. So Legacy of Nerd made this post on their social media. Hasbro cancels Ninja Kidz Power Rangers web series for Disney reboot. Now, there is no source confirming this. Legacy of Nerd made a video where it was 17 minutes of him rambling before he actually got to the point, and then also throwing shade at me and Este and a bunch of other content creators in the community, because we were like the loudest about, the AI slop that was caught in the trailer. So he tried to throw us under the bus, but I guess his throw wasn't that strong. So we've got that. But Legacy of Nerd posted this, and they got a shit ton of backlash because, Legacy of Nerd was like, my sources, trust me, bro, I read the article on Deadline. That's what it means. That's what it says. Read between the lines. And everyone, once again, tore the dude a new asshole because the tweet was deleted, and then he changed the Hasbro may cancel the Ninja Kidz Power Rangers web series. So, we got tweets from Jin Saku, friend of the channel, friend of the show, and Deathly Chris, or Toku Chris, friend of the channel, friend of the show. Awesome people I've had interactions with within this fandom. So, Jin posted this, and Jin is very good at knowing with what stuff goes on behind the scenes. And Jin said this, it's not cancelled, it's just delayed. They're trying to take time to polish it and extend the visual effects work. Handshake. So this could be a Sonic the Hedgehog situation where, like I said, what they tried doing was a controlled leak, and then they got so much backlash from it that they thought, uh-oh, we better fix this up. We used AI and we thought people would be cool with it. Uh-oh. So there's that. Now, and then we have Chris's comment by Chris saying, it's not cancelled. There is a lot more stuff going on behind the scenes than people know, which is causing everything from the delay in releasing the episodes to the trailer takedown. So Chris and Jin have some insight with what's going on. So that's fascinating. What that insight is that they know, I have no idea, but they're pretty switched on in the community, and they probably have some powerful contacts, I will say that. But awesome people, friends of the channel, friends of the show. But the Power Rangers Ninja Kidz special isn't cancelled. If you think that my tweet or my videos got this series cancelled, then you're giving me far too much credit than I deserve. I'm just a dude who makes YouTube videos that can barely crack 1,000 views at a time. And this video did like 4,000 views. That's like chump change compared to people who cover drama and just random drama swap within the community. But hey, it is what it is. I know this is like a bigger issue within the community because, AI being used for a Power Rangers project, and then Hasbro possibly doing something behind the scenes as like the response from Ninja Kidz or the Ninja Kidz dad is hinting at, I don't know, or I don't know. There's probably like a lot of like things going on behind the scenes that is raising a few eyebrows, but Toku J's response was really good. I really enjoyed that. But we'll see where this is going to go, because I get the feeling that this story has like blown over for now until people keep bringing it up. And I get the feeling that until like the first episode drops and we see what it actually looks like, then we'll see what's going on. But overall, I think this is my final video I want to make on the Ninja Kidz drama for now. I might make a follow-up. Like I said, I like to do my dramas and trilogies, and then if something else breaks out, then I'll make more. You know what I'm like. But hey, with that said, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out, take care, bye.